What's good, everyone? This is your man, Quad B, aka Bamboozled Black Baby Boomer, aka Leroy, with episode 4 of the Planet GovCon podcast, where we talk about all things government contracting and public sector procurement. And guess what, folks? I received an email the other day asking a question, and I'm so glad that you guys are responding to a dude. It just warms the cockles of my heart. But let's get started. Let's read this email. In part, it says, so far I have created my incorporation, received my EIN number, which would be the employer identification number or the tax ID number, and I just received my Dun & Bradstreet number. I wanted to know what the next step would be in getting this started. This lady's talking about her business. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Well, you came to the right place. I do appreciate it, and this is a lady named Jennifer who wrote in, and I appreciate you writing in, Jennifer. So what we're going to do today is talk about, and let us do this. Let us do this. We're going to talk about registering your business with the federal government, and it's a little bit of an involved process. In other words, in order to apply or bid on contracts with the federal government, first you've got to register the business. And there are several steps, and it's become a little bit complicated of late, but I will walk you through it with this slide presentation that you see here in the left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, so let's get started. Registering your business with the federal government. All right, let me click on this thing. Okay, 3 steps are required to register, and 2 of the steps are new. First of all, you got to create an account at what's known as login.gov. This is the first new step, okay? Then you would register your business via the System for Award Management, which is called SAM.GOV. Remember that, System for Award Management, or SAM. And then, once you're registered in SAM, you have to submit a notarized letter appointing an authorized entity administrator, and that's the person or persons responsible for entering your company's data in SAM. That is the second new step. The old step was just to, register your business via the System for Award Management, which came online back in 2012. And we'll get into the histories of all that a little bit later on in this presentation. So let's keep going. So what is login.gov? Login.gov provides a secure and private online access to government services and applications. With a login.gov account, you can sign into multiple government websites with the same username and password. How convenient is that? See, our government is actually doing stuff to kind of make things easier, I guess. So let's keep going. Now, why do you need this new account called login.gov? Glad you asked. So, from the login.gov website, I pulled this quote. Government agencies decide for themselves how they want to interact with the public. You were sent to login.gov because the service or program you want to use has chosen to take advantage of the efficiency and security of login.gov as a shared technology platform. Once you have finished at login.gov, you will be directed back to the agency, and in this case, you'll be directed back to SAM. Okay, let's keep going. Step 1, how to create a login.gov account. You need to create a login.gov account if you don't already have one. If you have an existing username or password for SAM.gov, they will not work anymore. Okay, so you will need to create a login.gov account. You only need to do this one time, thank God. You will need to enter an email address. Use the same email address that you use for SAM.gov if you already are in SAM. And this is for system and individual federal or non-federal access. And you must have a working phone number, mobile or landline, because login.gov will send you a security code. So, and you've been seeing a lot of this lately with this emphasis on security. Every other website now wants to send you a security code to what most of us have. Most of us have smartphones, so now we're being asked to enter numbers to get a security code, and then we enter that security code back into a website to make sure that we are who we say we are. And login.gov is doing the same thing. Okay, let's keep going. Now, if you are an existing user of SAM, use the same email address you registered with SAM use the same email address you registered with in SAM.gov so the government can automatically link your SAM.gov profile to your login.gov account. If you use a different email address, they won't be able to automatically link your profile. And remember, you must create a new account with login.gov. And again, this is a one-time step. And for existing SAM users, you should use your existing SAM.gov email address. Now, if you're a new user, you will be able to create a new SAM profile once you create the login.gov authentication. Okay, once you complete the login.gov authentication. Okay, so let's keep going. There will be no changes to the information stored in your SAM.gov account if you have one. If you use the same email to create your login.gov profile, you will keep all your records, data access requests, and saved searches. If you use a new email address, nothing will happen to your SAM.gov profile, but you will now be unable to access it. And there is no impact to entity registration data, exclusion data, data access requests, or roles. These are all data types that are entered into SAM. All data in SAM will remain as is. No entity data in SAM will be impacted by changes to the login process. Okay? And of course, the government says that if you need help, you can contact the government's supporting Federal Service Desk at www.fsd.gov. Yes, that's one more .gov domain you might have to deal with, or you can call by telephone, and you can call toll-free 866-606-8220 or 334-206-7828 if you're calling from outside the United States or internationally for free help. They can creating an account, assigning roles to an account, entity registrations, exclusions, searching for data in SAM. And you can also review the help section of login.gov at the address listed below. That's https://login.gov/help/. Okay. Now, step 2. You want to actually register your business with the System for Award Management, which is called SAM.gov. As you can see, you have SAM and you have the little Uncle Sam hat there. Hey, it's our government. I don't know whether they had an employee or a contractor create this little logo, but it's cute. But anyway, it says here that the General Service Administration's Office of Integrated Award Environment consolidated the government-wide acquisition and award support systems. And there were several of these sites scattered around the government, and they consolidated it into one system called the System for Award Management. And what SAM did is streamline processes, eliminating the need to enter the same data multiple times, and it consolidated web hosting to make the process of doing business with the government more efficient. SAM went online on July 30th, 2012. So it's 6 years old, and as I recall, when SAM first went online, a lot of contractors had trouble with it. As anytime you have some new platform, there are going to be kinks and bugs to be worked out. But they finally got it together. So yeah, this website, SAM, or platform if you will, went online July 30th, 2012 as a consolidation of records of the old Central Contractor Registration website. Some of you, if you're new to this, you may not remember the CCR, but some of you who might be watching it who know something about working with the federal government remember the old Central Contractor Registration website. SAM consolidated that website, CCR, and other separate websites and databases. Now, and this is based on my experience. As a first-time registrant in SAM, you can expect to take 2 to 3 hours to enter your company's data, depending on how big your company is. Could take longer. Existing registrants in SAM must update their information once a year, at least. Updates could take less time, perhaps an hour. And now that's based on my experience because I've actually done. I have a company, as you may know, that is sort of out there. It's a corporation, and it is listed in the SAM database. And the first time I logged into SAM and entered my information, it took me a good 3 hours. But then each year after that, there weren't that many changes to make, so it just took me, an hour. So that's how long it can take you. Again, it depends. Your mileage may vary. Okay. SAM is used by anyone interested in the business of the federal government, including entities, which are contractors, federal assistance recipients, and other potential award recipients who need to register to do business with the government, look for opportunities or assistance programs, or report subcontract information. SAM is also used by government contracting and grants officials responsible for activities with contracts, grants, past performance reporting, and that's mainly reporting on how a vendor did on a contract based on what it's a grading system and whatnot. It's just like working on a job. It's like getting a performance review, if you will. So past performance reporting is like a performance review by a government client of a contractor. Also, SAM is used by folks who are government contracting and grants officials who are responsible for suspending and debarring companies. Because, if you run afoul of the rules, you can be suspended or debarred, as it's known. And, debarment is something you definitely don't want to be if you want to be a government contractor, or if you're an existing contractor and you want to continue on being a contractor. SAM is also used for public users searching for government business information. So yeah, you could actually, you could actually search for a government contractor by using a name or its DUNS number or a tax ID number, if you know that. So it's a really robust kind of a platform. So, okay. Now, keep in mind, when you register in SAM, there's a lot of data to enter about your business or your entity, including your business name and your, if you have one, a doing business as name or DBA, your DUNS number, your physical address, your taxpayer ID number, your points of contact, and your banking information, and other representations and certifications. In other words, like for example, we're not doing business with an enemy of the state. Okay, that kind of thing. Or someone considered an enemy of the state, or someone who's unfriendly to the United States. And let's move on. Okay. You can refer to an online user guide, and the website is right there. And also, you can refer to a video Quad B did, back in about a year ago in 2017, showing how I updated my own business entity within SAM.GOV, and you'll see the link down there. And that video I did was about an hour and 15 minutes long, and there was a glitch or two in it, but it gives you a flavor of how I did my thing. And of course, there was some banking information in there that I had to kind of black out. So, that's, and banking information will come up later on in this podcast. Okay? Now, Step 3, you must submit a notarized letter appointing the entity administrator, and this is for domestic entities, those within the United States. Now, you might ask yourself, why do registered federal contractors now need notarized letters? All right. Well, according to a report by Federal News Radio, and Federal News Radio is a platform and a radio station that talks about mostly federal news, and it focuses in on federal news here in the Washington area because the federal government is the biggest employer and customer here in the DMV. So anyway, according to Federal News Radio, the notarized letter requirement stems from a third incident in 5 years in which a third party either stole or changed contractor data. Now, the General Services Administration, which administers SAM, alerted vendors on March 22nd, 2018, after it found a third party changed the financial information of a limited number of contractors registered on the government-wide SAM portal. Okay? Now, it gets a little complicated. What you want to do is submit a notarized letter appointing the entity administrator. And what you see in this slide is a template that's used to appoint an entity administrator for a single domestic entity. Okay, you've got, and these are screenshots I took of the various pages of this, and you print it on your letterhead and you send it off to the government, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then this template is used to appoint an entity administrator for multiple domestic entities, because a lot of companies or entities have different sites, or they have different entities around the country. So basically you would use this for multiple domestic entities. Okay, and as far as that goes, if you want those templates, here is at the top of this slide you have the link that will lead you to that page, and you can download the templates. Okay, then what you do is you create the template and print it on your entity's letterhead. And if you don't have letterhead, you can enter your entity's legal business name and physical address at the top of the letter before printing. Then you would sign the completed letter in the presence of the notary and ensure the person who signs the letter is someone with signatory authority, meaning someone who can make commitments on behalf of the entity, such as the president, the CEO, or some other authorized representative, usually somebody like a contracts administrator or somebody like that, okay? And then you would confirm your identity in accordance with your state's notary procedures, okay? And then what you do is you mail the completed, signed, notarized letter within 60 days of registration activation on SAM to this address. It's Federal Service Desk, attention, SAM.GOV, registration processing, 460 Industrial Boulevard, London, Kentucky, and 407-417-285, United States of America. Now, there's a note. If you're an international entity, you must follow a different process. So you want to click on fsd.gov's Learning and Support link for more information. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for registering with the government. Jennifer, I hope this helps. I will be, emailing you back with this slide presentation. And if you would like a copy of this slide presentation, because the links and whatnot are here, I will be happy to email it to you. Holler at me or email me at quadb2059@gmail.com. That's QUADB2059 at gmail.com, and that email will be in the description box below this video. If I also have to say that if this is again episode 4 of the Planet GovCon series, some of you have told me you've been watching these, and I'm glad to hear that. If you feel so inclined, please support the channel financially, because I not only do government contracting videos, but I do videos on stuff that, whatever, just like any other YouTuber, whatever pops into my mind that I feel like I want to talk about and that y'all folks should know about. So anyway, again, and I will have the links to the financial, the ways to the methods for financially supporting the channel are below. You can either, make a one-time donation to PayPal, or you can become a Patreon and, provide, and have something come out of your credit card every month, or however long you'd like that to happen. Jennifer, thank you for your email. Thank you for watching the channel, and I hope this helps. I will send this to you, by the way, since you emailed me. I will send this to you, and you left your phone number, which I won't give out here, but I'll holler at you, call you, and we can talk some more. And if there's any other topic regarding public sector procurement or government, federal contracting that you want me to discuss, please, again, you could write me at the same address, QUADB2059 at gmail.com. And what else was I going to say? Let me see what else. I'm doing all this off the top of my head, folks, so bear with me. All I can say is it's been real. I enjoyed pulling all this stuff together, and it helps me to get in a way it helps me to get organized too. In terms of what in terms of my own business, because I'm going to have to update my stuff, my company in SAM as well, which is known as Kayash Consulting, and I mentioned it in my first video. And if you need help with proposal writing, because I've done this for a long time. I've worked for government contractors. I would like to be my own, but circumstances so far have prevented me from doing so, but we won't go there. But I've worked for government contractors since I transitioned out of being a journalist it's been like 18 years, ever since 2000. Almost as long as my youngest son has been alive, and that's 18 years. So I think I know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, if you like this video, please share the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the Quad B channel. I can always use some more subscribers. And also, please click on the bell so that when Quad B either goes live on a topic or uploads a new video, you will be notified. And as I always say, this is Quad B, aka Bamboozled Black Baby Boomer, aka Leroy, saying peace, deuces, and God bless, and we will check you guys out on the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your day.